Hello and welcome to Nex-Tech Local One's brand new show, Backyard Grilling, where we take the meal outside. And today we're going to make mac and cheese, but not just any normal mac and cheese. We're going to use a little bit of chicken, a little bit of bacon, because bacon is better in everything. It makes everything better. And we're going to use about 8 different kinds of cheese. So let's go ahead and get started. I did cheat a little bit. I did go ahead and boil my noodles a little bit inside, but other than that, we're going to do everything right here on the grill. So I've got my grill going at about 350, 375 degrees. We're going to go ahead and get our pan out, and it's probably hot. We're going to go ahead and get some butter going and some butter and flour so we can kind of get a roux going. So I'm going to use about, because I suck at measuring things, so we're going to use about a half a stick of butter, maybe not quite a half a stick, but we're going to go ahead and get that butter going in our pan. And since our pan's really hot, it's going to go ahead and start the old melting process. Go ahead and start to get that to melt. And we'll go ahead and put that back on the grill, and that way it can finish off. All right, so while that butter starts to melt, now we're going to go ahead and get our chicken ready. So for our chicken, we're going to use about 3 or 4 chicken breasts, and we're going to go ahead and kind of season them up and put kind of a rub on them and do it pretty liberally just to help the process, give it some more flavor and stuff. We're just going to use a regular chicken breast. Go ahead and get those out here. There's 1, 2, 3, and we'll go ahead and do 4 just in case. So we've got those out. Now what we're going to do is, I guess the rub I'm going to use is 4 Legs Up's freaking chicken. So it's one of my favorite rubs to use. So we're going to go ahead and apply that to this chicken pretty liberally, because this will help kind of add flavor to the macaroni and cheese a little later. So I'm going to go ahead and do both sides. There we go. So we got our chicken all rubbed up. We're going to go ahead and put it on the grill. All right, so we got that on the grill. Take a look at our butter in our saucepan and see how it's doing. I think we're pretty much all melted. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it off the grill, and we're going to go ahead and start to add our flour for our roux. So, and I'm going to take it off the grill just because it's a little easier to mix this together when it's not on the grill. It's not burning your arm hairs off. So we got our flour, and we're just going to start to add that in. We're going to kind of just, while we add it, we're just going to kind of stir it up. And this will kind of help a little later on in with making the macaroni and cheese kind of thicken up for us. And if you think you want some more, you can always add more butter. You can always add some more flour too, but I think we're pretty good there. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this back on, and that'll give this a little bit of a chance to kind of brown up for me a little bit. So it's going to go back on there. While that's doing that, we're going to go ahead and get our bacon out and get it on the grill. So once again, I'm using kind of a medium thick bacon. It doesn't have to be real thick. And I'm going to use about half of the package. We're just going to go ahead and put it on the grill on the other side. Take a look at our flour and stuff over there, and it's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and do a little stir in here. Okay. All right, we got our bacon on, and now we're going to go ahead and get that off of there, our sauce pot, before it gets too browned up. We're going to sit it here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our milk and a little bit of cream. What we're going to do is we're going to use about 6 cups of milk, and I'm just going to stir it in here and mix it in really good. That way it's not real lumpy later. All right, so we'll go ahead and we got our about 6 cups of milk, 6, 7, somewhere in there. I hate to measure stuff too much. Every time I cook it, it comes out just a little bit different. So we got our milk in there. And now we could use, or you could use a cream, a heavy whipping cream, or just a regular anything like that. I'm going to just use half and half. And we're going to go with about a half a cup. That looks like a half a cup. Maybe a little more than a half a cup. There we go. We're going to go ahead and add that. Okay, so we got our milk, our cream, or half and half added. Now we're going to go ahead and put a little salt and pepper, because we don't want it to be too bland. I know it looks like a lot of salt, but it'll help later on. We're going to put a little pepper in with it, and a little garlic powder. And you can use about anything you want. But we're just going to use this. And you got to keep in mind, we've got that freaking chicken rub. Make sure I don't say that wrong. We've got that rub that we put on the chicken, and it'll go in here too. So that will help add a little bit of flavor. So we'll mix this all up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this back onto our grill, and we're going to let this warm up before we start to put our cheese in. We want it to start to simmer, and that way when we go to put the cheese on, it'll dissolve a lot quicker, make things a lot better for us. So we're going to let that go for about 10 minutes, just like it is there. Then we'll come back and we'll add our cheese. Not just one kind of cheese, but we're going to put about 8 different kinds of cheese in there. So we'll do that. We'll check our chicken, we'll check our bacon, and hopefully we'll mix this all up, and we'll do that right after this. So come back.
Dignity, respect, professionalism, commitment, and fairness are the 5 core values you can expect from All Faiths Funeral Chapel in Smith Center. At All Faiths Funeral Chapel, they consider it an honor to serve you and your family and their community. Built in 2010, their large state-of-the-art facility includes dining and reception hall to accommodate large funeral dinners, even anniversaries and weddings. They also sell customized monuments and offer pre-arranged services. All Faiths Funeral Chapel in Smith Center.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Russell and all the surrounding areas, is a Medicare certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing services to patients in their homes or wherever they reside.
She takes my blood pressure and listens to me breathe and ask me how I'm doing.
Whatever the need, Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Contact Angels Care today for more information on our home health services and how we can help you stay healthy. Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
Steve Riot, exhausted. We have the technology at Tech Edge to make him better than he was before. Get your geek on at Tech Edge. Register now.
Did you know?
It's not just water, it's better water.
Better Water Smith Center completes all your hydration needs. They sell Lundy spring systems, including water softeners, reverse osmosis, water coolers, and bottled water. They won't just install your system, they will service and repair it too. Better Water can repair Echo Water systems and all other major brands. They offer softener salt sales and delivery for your convenience. Serving all of Northwest Kansas.
It's not just water, it's better water.
Welcome back to Backyard Grilling, where we're making mac and cheese, and not just any mac and cheese, but bacon, chicken, and 8 kinds of cheese mac and cheese. So just a little bit of recap. We've got our bacon going, we've got our chicken that we've put on the grill, and we've also got our saucepan with our milk and half and some butter. What we're gonna do, that's simmered now and it's really starting to warm up. We're gonna go ahead and take it off, and we're gonna start to get our cheese on. We're gonna add some cheese. So we'll go ahead and take it off, and I'll go ahead and kind of put it here on the table so we can see a little better and so we don't get smoke in our face the whole time. So we'll go ahead and take our saucepan off, shut this back up, and we'll get our cheese going. I went ahead and grated this all up just so it wouldn't take as long. And we'll go ahead and when we start to put this in, kind of give you a heads up what we're using here. So we're going to end up using about 1 pound of cheese. And I know that seems like a lot, but we'll start to add that all in there. And what I did is I just went to the grocery store, kind of went to the deli counter there and picked out some cheese that I liked. So we'll just kind of start to add that. So let's just go ahead and get started. This is my favorite cheese of all. We'll go ahead and put it in first. And this is a Munster cheese. And I like it. It's kind of got a salty base to it. So we'll go ahead and get it put in there. Find our stirrer here. We'll get that stirred up so that will start to reduce for us. All right, so we've got that in there. Next of all, we've got some Colby and some Monterey Jack. So that's our third kind of cheese. We'll get that put in there. And then we're going to go with some mozzarella. We'll get that knocked out. Just a tidbit, when I've made this, especially on the grill, you want to make sure you get it back on there and really get it warmed up so it reduces a lot. This is some provolone. And then probably the majority of what we're going to use is a cheddar, but it's a sharp cheddar, and I think it will help add some flavor. So we'll go ahead and get it in there. Okay, now we've got 2 more kinds. We've got some fresh Parmesan. It's kind of got a unique flavor to it. Get that added in there. And then my favorite here, this, and I've never had this before, but I had to get it just to try it. This is horseradish cheddar. Horseradish cheddar, and if you smell it, you can really smell the horseradish. Matter of fact, I think I gave some of this to my daughter, and she had to run and find a drink because it was rather warm for her. So, all right, so we've got our cheese all in there. And if you looked in here, it's really starting to thick up. And you can see it's really starting to get on my spoon here. So this is why we're going to put this back on the grill. and we're going to really let this start to reduce and work itself in there, because if we don't do that, when we put our noodles and our chicken and our bacon, it's just going to be one big glob. And we don't want one big glob. So we're going to go ahead and stir this up really good. And we're going to go ahead and put this back onto the grill so we can start to get this to reduce. When we come back, we're going to add our chicken, we're going to add our noodles, put a lid back on it, put it back on the grill, but we'll do that right after this.
Make a difficult choice an easy one with Cedar View Assisted Living's knowledgeable and caring staff. Your loved one will be professionally taken care of as they transition into their new community. With movies, holiday parties, planned exercises, and games, residents will have opportunities every day to enjoy their time at Cedar View. Multiple room styles are available, ensuring a just right fit for your loved one. Come see Cedar View Assisted Living for yourself next to Sternberg Museum. The care you need, the home you want.
You're in the right place, the see it before you buy place, the professional staff place, the have it delivered place. Frigid Air Gallery and Genuine Appliance has real stainless steel with fewer fingerprints and smudges. Ranges with true convection speed bake. Quietest in its class dishwashers. Refrigerators with the freezer on the top, the bottom, or side by side. Frigid Air Gallery and Genuine Appliance at 1224 East 27th and Hayes. The best price place. You're in the right place.
You can have all the channels in the world, but without the network to deliver the signal, you've still just got TV. At Nex-Tech, we've got the channels, HD, video on demand, TV everywhere, and we have the fiber network for you, because we've got these guys, and these guys, and these guys, and these guys. Nex-Tech, our fiber network, products, and people are here for you.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associates to learn more.
Welcome back to Backyard Grilling, where we're making our chicken, bacon, macaroni, and cheese, and we're doing it pretty much all on the grill. Now it's time to combine everything. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and get our chicken off. So we've got our chicken off, and we'll go ahead and sit that over here just so it'll rest a little bit. And we've got all of our bacon we put on. And we'll go ahead and put it on the cutting board. So we'll put that on there, and we're going to go ahead and start to get this all sliced up so we can kind of get everything combined. So it's very hot, so keep that in mind. I used about 3/4 of a package of bacon. I put half of it on there, and I didn't think that quite looked like enough. So I thought I better put some more on. And we're just going to kind of dice it up a little bit. About like so. Now we're going to go ahead and get our chicken diced up. And you can cut this as thin as you want. I like to keep it pretty thin, but yet big enough so you can still find the chicken in there. So we're going to go ahead and get it chopped up here. There's that. It's still pretty warm. I usually start with good intentions of chopping it up really good, and then I get so far into it and I get tired of cutting, so I chop it bigger. So We'll go ahead and get one more here. Okay, let's go ahead and cut up this last little bit. Okay. And we did check this. It's when we took it off the grill, it was probably at about 270 temp-wise for our chicken, so we're good there. All right, so we have our chicken, our bacon, we've got our sauce in there. We'll go ahead and take it off, and that way we can start to get this all combined. Okay. Go ahead and stir this up. It's really started to reduce nicely. It's as you can see, it's not one big blob like it was earlier. So we're doing good there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our chicken. And then we're going to add some bacon. Okay, so we got that all mixed together. And then we're going to add our macaroni that we cooked up earlier. And now when I cooked this earlier, I really cooked it to really al dente, I guess you should say. It's still kind of crunchy, so that way it won't get real soggy once it gets in here. So I just pretty much cooked it, and then I cooled it off right away so it would quit cooking. So we'll kind of get it in here. We'll get it all stirred in there good. And you know, I've used different types of macaroni, and I really kind of like this one better because it's a little meatier. I mean, we've tried the shells, and I didn't like it as well. So I kind of went with this because it's just a little bit more meatier of a noodle, I guess. So, all right, we got that. So we've got our chicken in here. We've got our bacon in here. Now then, we're going to kind of put a topping on it real quick. I've got some potato chips. I'm going to smash some potato chips up here real quick. Okay, we're just going to kind of sprinkle that over the top here. Then I've also got some Cheez-It crackers, and we're going to smash those up, and this is going to be kind of our crust. Okay, we're going to put those in over the top. Going to kind of spread that out a little bit. Okay, so we've got everything mixed in there. We're going to go ahead and put a lid on this. We're going to go back on the grill with it for about another 10 to 15 minutes. We'll take it off when it's nice and thick, and then we can try it. So we'll be back when this is done.
Are you stuck in a contract with a wireless company that doesn't care about you? Maybe you've been wanting to switch, but everyone in your family has different contract dates. Now, you can easily say goodbye to your current wireless company. Nex-Tech Wireless will pay your contract termination fees up to $350 per line when you activate a new smartphone with the Freedom Program. There are no service contracts and no worries. Nex-Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different.
Nex-Tech Local 1 brings you What's Happening Now, a show dedicated to events going on in our area. If you have an event and would like to be a part of What's Happening Now, contact Jenny Leiker at 785-625-7070.
A better way to warm and cool your home or business and lower your energy bill. The new degree of comfort from Rheem and Zimmerman Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning in Hayes. Make a real difference on your monthly utility bills. Get a higher level of comfort that every lifestyle deserves and every budget can handle. Energy savings, low-cost maintenance, guaranteed reliability, performance that promises comfort and peace of mind. Rheem and Zimmerman Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, 714 East 7th in Hayes.
You can have all the channels in the world, but without the network to deliver the signal, you've still just got TV. At Nex-Tech, we've got the channels: HD, video on demand, TV everywhere, and we have the fiber network for you, because we've got these guys. And these guys, and these guys, and these guys. Nex-Tech, our fiber network, products, and people are here for you.
Welcome back to Backyard Grilling, where we're doing macaroni, chicken bacon macaroni and cheese, and not just cheese, but 8 cheese, and we're doing it all on the grill. Just to recap a little bit, we've got some chicken that we put on the grill. We also put our bacon on the grill, got it all cooked up, added our 8 different kinds of cheese, our noodles. We put it back in the stock pot, put some Cheez-Its on top and some regular chips on top for kind of a crunch factor. So now we're ready to break it open, make sure we're done here. I think we are. We'll give it a quick stir. Okay, now we'll go ahead and take it off and we'll dish it up. So you can see we got our 8 cheeses in there, our macaroni, chicken, some bacon. We'll go ahead and dish it up here. A little there. A little there. All right, so 8 cheeses. We have a little bit of mozzarella, a little bit of provolone, some Colby, some Monterey Jack, some cheddar, horseradish cheddar, some sharp cheddar, and provolone. I mentioned Munster cheese, which is my favorite. So we got all of that in here. We'll go ahead and put a little bit of bacon on the top here. We'll also put a little bit more Cheez-It for a little crunch. Okay, now you can't try it alone, so we'll go ahead and get our crew in here and we'll have them try it. Remember guys, try it at home. It's always fun to make it outside on the grill. Help yourself.
Okay.
Catch us next time.